Kim Quick. I'm so happy to be here with you. Please share this with your friends and family, because this is really a key message I wanted to put out personally. That's why I did this video. I want to talk about appreciation and how that relates to men. And it is the elixir for men to thrive in a relationship. So why is that? Because men are wired to make us happy. They're wired to give. And the more that we show appreciation and that they can make us happy, the more they're going to want to make us happy, and the more they're going to want to give. So, what you could start doing is practicing appreciation, even in dating, even if he's not the one. I would invite you to find a couple things that you can appreciate the man about. It could be, he opened the door, he pulled out your chair, he ordered food for you, he paid for the check. He might have, looked for even something even small in detail. And even when you got home from the date, just so you can reinforce positive behavior and positivity for yourself and the positive vibe, write down the positive things about a man. Instead of calling up your friends and complaining about this man and the men online and all, because now we're more in a scarcity mode. So to stay in abundance, practice appreciating the man. Now, I'm not saying, he might not be for you, and that's okay, but we can always find good things about most people, right? And not only that, we can practice this with our sons and our uncles or our brothers, because they need it too. They need it just as well. So now, what does this also look like in where you might be in a relationship and things aren't going that well? The man seems to be pulling back. This could be the number one thing that can turn a relationship around, is starting to appreciate him. Appreciate him for the things that he's doing right. Because what ends up happening is we start to focusing on all the things that they're doing wrong, right? And it can become a cycle. And it can become a habit. That's why I said earlier, like when we start having bad dates with online dating and we continue to focus on the negative, it kind of perpetuates this energy that you're going to keep attracting the lack of, the negative, right? So now, the reason why we don't appreciate sometimes is because we get complacent. We have expectations. Like I said, we're focusing on the negative. We also even have this uncomfortableness with appreciation. It seems like it's inauthentic sometimes. Or if I do too much, he's going to think I'm, think that you're, making it up. Or if I do too much, he might get a big head. There's a couple of reasons why. And you know what? All that is, and excuse my French, it's bullshit. It's not true. You cannot appreciate them enough. And of course, you are doing it authentically. And you're doing it authentically because you can find things that men are doing right. It does take a shift. It does take a practice. Now, I'm going to share a personal story with you. When my husband and I first met, the first 2 years, we didn't argue. We were so connected and harmonious, and I was practicing appreciation. And I even say that's a part of being in the feminine, open to receiving, appreciating. Now, we've been together it'll be almost 7 years in October. We'll be celebrating our second anniversary, wedding anniversary in October, and we've been together a total of 7 years. A couple months ago, I started a new project. Actually, you'd be so excited to hear, is is about discovering the ultimate keys to successful dating to have lasting love. And I'm interviewing over 20 experts that are going to teach you. It's like the crop of the crop. I got Allison Armstrong. I've interviewed so many. I can't wait to share this with you. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I was, and I'm still working 12, sometimes 14 hours working on this project to bring to you. And I started to get complacent. And I started focusing on the negative things about my husband. And we started arguing a lot. Like, we never did this. And it was heartbreaking to me. And I felt like, wow, what's happening? And so I had to take a step back. And I started to think, wow, you know what? I'm focusing on the negative. I got to turn this around. And I started to focus on appreciating him. And I would do this 3 or 4 times a day. And it was authentic. But, it was, I made it the intention. It was an intention. Let me focus on the things he's doing well. And I'll tell you, there was times where I felt like, God, I wonder, is he getting this? And, because he really wasn't saying much back. And then one day I didn't do it. And he said, you know what? You didn't compliment me today. And I was like, shit, he is getting this. And I would say 3 weeks of me doing this. And then what he was doing, he was complimenting me. We were back to where we were for when we first started dating. That mushy, connectiveness, kissing, cuddly, amazing love. And so, and you would think, wow, appreciation, that, can save relationships. I really believe it can. It can. And it does take an attention on your part. So if you're dating, practicing with dating, and it's good practice, right? And it does build up your vibrational level, that positiveness. And if you're in a relationship right now and you're finding that you're struggling with a man pulling back, or you're starting to argue, focus on appreciating at least a couple times a day. And it will turn your relationship around. And like I said earlier, you can also start even practice appreciating men in your other areas of your life, your sons, your uncles, your dad. Practice it. And be on the lookout, because it starts next week. The Forever Love Formula online event. Discover the ultimate keys in successful dating and having a lasting love. Super excited. Over 20 experts. You're going to love it. So bye for now, and I'll see you soon.